Dark clouds crawl across the sky. Thunder growls in the distance. The wind howls like a wounded beast, whipping through the trees. But this is no ordinary storm. This is the sound of judgment. The ground trembles. The first drops fall. Heavy, cold, relentless. People look up. Some in fear, others in disbelief. For decades, they laughed at the old man hammering away at a massive wooden ship in the middle of dry land. Crazy Noah, they called him. Where's your rain, old man? But now, their laughter dies in their throats. The skies open. Water pours from above. The earth itself erupts with fountains from the deep. Inside the ark, the sound is deafening. The drumming of rain, the crashing of waves, the terrified cries of animals. And then, a deep, heavy boom as God himself shuts the door. The world will never be the same again. Long ago, the world buzzed with life, but not the kind God wanted. Violence filled the land. Corruption ran deep in every heart. People turned away from God, chasing wickedness, greed, and cruelty. But one man stood out, Noah. He walked faithfully with God when no one else did. One day God spoke, "The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence. I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, for behold, I will bring a flood of waters to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life." Noah's heart pounded. The world had never seen a flood before, yet he did not argue, did not doubt. He obeyed. Noah gathered his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and told them God's plan. They began building the ark exactly as God commanded. 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, 30 cubits high. 3 decks, rooms for animals, and a single door on the side. The work was hard, and the days turned into years. With every hammer strike, people mocked them. "Why waste your life on a boat for an imaginary flood?" they jeered. Noah warned them, "Repent. Turn to God. The flood is coming." But no one listened. When the ark was complete, something extraordinary happened. From the forests, the mountains, the deserts, and the skies, animals began to arrive. Pairs of every kind and 7 pairs of clean animals. Elephants marched in with heavy steps. Lions walked beside lambs, and colorful birds filled the air with song. This wasn't Noah's doing. This was God's hand guiding his creation to safety. God told Noah, "In 7 days, I will cause it to rain upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights." Noah and his family loaded the ark with food for themselves and for the animals. As the days ticked away, the people outside still laughed. But on the 7th day, the sky began to change. Dark clouds rolled in, winds picked up, and a strange stillness fell over the land. Then, as Noah's family stepped inside, the hand of God shut the door. Rain exploded from the heavens. The ground split open, releasing torrents of water from underground. Rivers overflowed, valleys became lakes, and cities disappeared beneath rising waves. People screamed, ran to high ground, pounded on the ark's walls, but it was too late. The waters rose higher and higher, lifting the ark until it floated. Outside, the world was drowning. Inside, Noah's family prayed. For 40 days, the rain did not stop. Ark was tossed by waves, surrounded by an endless sea. Mountains vanished beneath the waters. Everything with the breath of life outside the ark perished. But Noah, his family, and the animals were safe, because they had listened to God's warning. When the rain stopped, the world was silent. The ark drifted for 150 days until it came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah opened a small window and released a raven. It flew back and forth, but found no place to rest. Then he sent out a dove, but it too returned. A week later, he sent the dove again. This time, it came back with a freshly plucked olive leaf, a sign that life was returning. Finally, God told Noah to leave the ark. Stepping onto dry ground, Noah built an altar and offered a sacrifice in gratitude. And God made a promise: "Never again will I destroy all life by a flood." As a sign of this covenant, he placed a rainbow in the sky. To this day, the rainbow is a reminder of God's mercy and that he keeps his promises. The story of Noah is more than history. It's a warning and a promise. A warning that judgment will come. A promise that God will save those who trust Him. If this story moved you, subscribe to hear more truths from the Word that can change your life.